Hello everyone and welcome to Soul Show. My name is Soul and today we review The Weeknd's The Noise, and you might be sitting there wondering why this kind of unofficial review. That is because this is an unofficial project that I'm basing all the context off of like a tweet The Weeknd sent out, which was that this EP was just kind of leaked out by some producers he had beef with, and it's music he made before he blew up, and or even uh, when he was a teenager, basically, is what he said. And I was going back and forth whether I should review this or not, and I thought maybe just an unofficial kind of review would be the best scenario. And to start things off, when an artist like flat out says, "Hey, this might not be the best music," that's when you know, hey, don't expect that much. And so that's how I kind of went in going into this mixtape, EP, whatever you want to call it. I think there's like 9 tracks on here. And The Weeknd, when he made this, he would have been around not even 20 years old. He'd probably be about my age. So in that like, just not like judging a piece of art, just as a, you're a person who made music kind of deal. Like, good job, man. Like, did way better than I could. So thumbs up for that. I'll like big thumbs up on that. But I have to kind of treat this project like any other project. Although I do kind of get that like a little bit of nostalgic. Oh man, he's just some kid from Toronto making music, and look how well he did. But at the same time, this isn't a good EP, mixtape, whatever you want to call it. It's uh very cheesy. First off, I think there's like this weird line where he's like, "I wanna fuck you," but it's like all distorted and weird. He doesn't. It's kind of funny because he's built himself as this dark and almost like mysterious character, and in this he's just kind of bubbly, and he's going. I've listened to a lot more R&B music lately, and I don't think I'm into the kind of mid 2000s kind of R&B. I don't think that's my shit. Like with the very just kind of watery, smooth, just oohs and ahs, and that's the sound he was going for, and it doesn't match him at all. It just sounds. He's got this autotune thing that, like, this was a good time for autotune back then. Like, blatant autotune, really bubbly instrumentals, and the concepts for the songs, they're pretty much all trash. The Weeknd is a cheesy songwriter, and I've stated this before, but in his newer music, he has so much more confidence, and you can really feel the weight behind his words, and it just sounds fucking cool when he says it now. But at this point in time, he sounds like just kind of like I'm just imagining a kid, which he would have been a kid when this came out, just kind of singing into a microphone about just the cheesiest concepts. He's like, "I'm gonna be a superhero and save you. I'm a rescue you." Like one of the big songs was like just about a birthday suit. Just really bad concepts. All the songs pretty much sound very similar to one another. They kind of go all at the same pace. It was hard just to sit through, in all honesty. And it's like interesting to see, like, cause he is just playing this persona, and to see a project that came before that that's so against that persona, it's funny. I found like one of the words to describe this would just be fucking funny because it's cheesy, it's dumb. Um, and you can see there's effort behind it though. Like he must have thought he was some hot shit when he made this music. Um, and I don't know like what happened. Like, there's very little information that I learned about this project. I don't know if he like made it and then put it out there, and then it just kind of fell flat. And then he found more producers and famous people, and then Drake happened and all that. Um, it's an interesting story. I'm just as for this project, I'm not invested in it at all. It's just any other like he separated himself from that kind of R&B with his own style and shit. This R&B, he's just another face in the crowd. He's doing the same shit, if not a little bit worse, a little bit cheesier. Um, Even the cover for the project, I don't think that's an official cover. I think someone just fucking made that and it's been a placeholder. Um, and it's just some naked girl. It's like very unoriginal. And each of the songs, there's X-Ray, there's another terrible concept there. The bullies and nerds thing, that was bad. Maybe my favorite song was Do It, I guess, which wasn't even that really good of a song. But I think it was just one where I was like, this is dumb and catchy, I'll listen to it, fuck it. And so that I think that's where I stand when this project ended. I'm just like, well, that was pretty dumb. But I can respect it, because it was made by like an 18, 19-year-old. He could have been younger for all I know. And from that perspective, like, if someone I knew made that, I'd be like, that's damn good work. But from now a guy who's been all over the world touring, got #1 hits, all this shit, and he's like this big megastar now, to now see his roots and all their cheesy glory, it's a little bit, it takes a little bit of oomph out of his persona, which I find just great. I love that. And I think that's where I stand on this project. I want to know what you guys think. I really do. If I had to score this up, I'd probably get like a 4 out of 10. Yeah, probably a 4 out of 10. Like a low 4 out of 10. And with that being said, guys, I want to know what you think about this project. I want to see. I think I'm like the only person who has reviewed every single project the Weeknd has put out, and now that includes unofficial projects. I'm at least on YouTube. It's a big deal. Until someone else does it, but I want to see that person do it. I want to see your guys' opinion. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You are the best, and with that, I leave.